Yo, kings and queens, she's and he's, days and them, human beings and everybody in between. We're here with the Erratic Assassin, the hip-hop therapist. For the Erratic Show, we're out here at Bar Ber Black Sheep. Your weekly touch-up. You know, we're kicking it at Wake here with one of the wildest boys in the game right now. One of the wildest boys screaming out, yeehaw! Riding through the dirty city of Jersey with the cowboy swag. Obviously, I'm talking about the one and only Nino Fresko. How you doing, my sir?
I'm good, bro. I'm excited. I'm happy, you know.
Now, I love to hear you. Should be happy. That performance was crazy.
I came in the show with the vibe. Yeah, what they want. What I give. That's my shit. Tell them that I cannot stop. Cause I'm lit. Why lit? Where's some hits? My style is ridiculous. My bitch is ridiculous. My cut is ridiculous. Her ass is ridiculous. My dick is ridiculous. My clothes are ridiculous. Nigga, Junji's style is on me.
How did you feel about it?
I felt good, you know, like when I started I was a bit nervous, like, yo, I haven't performed these songs live, but when we did it, like, I literally flowed into it and it was amazing, yo, I really loved it.
Nah, man, you got amazing energy, amazing vibes, and I saw this last year at the Cotton Fest open mic.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy, you did the things, you came out, I remember correctly, you won, yeah?
Yeah, I won.
Tokyo shit
is crazy. Like, you know, what I like mentioning is the competition because I'm a big fan of everyone that was on that lineup with me.
No, the competition was stiff. Mosh Pit, Cindy, Benzo, was wild.
It was crazy. Like, it was so crazy that even after I won, I hit everyone up like, yo, let's work. Like, you know, so I won, did Cotton Fest, went amazing, great experience. Yeah.
Nah, that lovely experience because even on stage, I remember it was Mosh Pit, Cindy, Nanette, Benzo, Tatao, I believe.
Kali G.
It was bro. Yo, that was a heavy one.
Like, you know, and I love the fact that even after that, it created a connection with almost all of us. Like, we started talking, linking up, you know, almost have a song with almost everyone that was on that lineup.
Crazy.
So, you know, like, it was really dope. Whether it's production, writing, whatever, I literally tried to reach out because I was a big fan of everyone that was there. So,
no, that's beautiful, my G. That's beautiful. And before we get into those connections, like on the Confest stage, you know, open mic was a lot of time for first people to experience you. It was one of my first times. And you saw the cowboy drip and the cowboy fresco. Where did that come from? Where was that formed?
So it comes from my hometown. I come from a farm town, Bethlehem in the Free State. And what I initially thought about was like, okay, I was doing this rollout still for Fly From a Breezy to be like, I'm gonna be a cowboy thing, you know, for the visuals. And when the Cotton Fest thing came up, I was like, perfect timing. No one here comes from a farm town. I know that for a fact, you know. So I was like, for representation first, let me pull up like this. And secondly, I know my sound is wild and it would, you know, it would fit the aesthetic. And I feel like it really came from that. And I'm a big fan of the game. I'm a big fan of, you know, artists and what they wear. And, you know, all my favorite rappers wear something, you know, like the Andre 3000s, you know, Tyler, like they don't drop without you remembering what they look like. So that was my thing. Like I was like, even if I don't wear, they have to remember what I look like. Even if someone bumps into my thing and they don't like the song, they'll remember what I look like, what I look like, and the next time they see another song they like, they'll be like, oh, it's that guy. So it's you know, it's really just about being a fan of the culture and trying to be like, okay, this is South African hip hop. Let me pull up with my, you know, a new thing to be like, yo, this is new cat, etc., etc.
Now that's fire. I love it. That explanation is beautiful, my especially the representation and come from the Free State. And there's not many, musicians or artists who come rappers, and especially rappers. So how do you feel about, putting that on your shoulders and repping and being proud to represent the Free State?
I mean, I remember recently on Twitter there were debates about DBN and PTN. Like I had to think about it. Like, nah, I can't. I'm not even part of the conversation, so it's crazy. But I think it's a beautiful thing because now, even if I come with something new, it's like it'll be like carrying Free State on my shoulders to be like, yo, let's pull up like this. And I'm trying my best because most of the time when I got to Joburg, a lot of people thought I came from Cape Town.
Yeah, I even thought Eastern Cape. Maybe.
Oh, like a lot of people thought I came from Eastern Cape or Cape Town. A lot of rappers from Eastern Cape and Cape Town hit me up like, yo, I'm like, homie, I'm miles away. And so that's kind of beautiful because it's like, okay, at least, I'm somewhere. When I dropped Faith, when I dropped Fly from a Breeze, a lot of people thought I came from PTA, and I think it's because of Faith. And I managed to create a connection that side. So I feel like when you come from like Free State, you have to, literally rock climb and be like, whoever accepts me, I'm a killer. Move on until I'm there. I'm like, okay, niggas, I'm from Free State. So I think that's what it is for me, like representing Free State. Because every time I mention that this side, it's always like, oh, you come from the other side of SA. We don't even know nothing about that. So, I think it's a blessing and a curse because I have more to say and people will listen, but it's a curse because there's no representation of that. So, yeah.
Thanks. You have to be a pioneer and break those boundaries. But you're doing an excellent job, actually. And you're mentioning like with the style, you're planning Fly for my visa for a while now because Cotton Fest was last year.
Yeah.
So planning before the open mic means that you're working, 2022, 2021.
Yeah.
And now it came out this year with everything that had happened. So was it always part of the plan to make it wait, or were you just waiting on the music to come together?
It's always been part of the plan, honestly. But I got distribution with Slicker I think 2020, and I dropped like a mixtape with him. And I remember just having this conversation with him about like my music, and I was working on another project, and I'm like, yo, like, I don't think, it's like that thing I said before, representation. So when I worked on Fly from a Breeze, it was really like, okay, how do I even say something? What do I say? How do I come into this game and be different and not like be part of, So I worked on that project like probably for 2 years, trying to piece it together, dropping singles here and there, building connections this side, like literally plating the foundation. So when the Cotton Fest thing came out, it was literally like, it came right on time. Like, it wasn't even like someone just sent me the poster, said send. I wasn't even feeling like sending. I sent, it worked, and I was like, oh shit. While I'm doing the rollout, I'm like, nah, crazy. And literally made the first song I performed, the Cowboy like kind of aesthetic song, made it a week before, and I'm like, okay, nah, take mode, let's get it. Met some good people. I think that's where Fly from a Breeze took a turn, because as soon as I won that, that's when I got to see the industry. The industry, and I don't like calling it the industry, but like the industry, you get to meet people, you get to be like, oh, like, this person tells you, yo, here's this person, blah, blah, blah. And I got to see that, yo, there's a lot that happens, there's a lot of squads, there's a lot of, and just working on Fly from a Breeze, it really made me be like, okay, now I have to ground myself and build my own path, and not be afraid to like work with as many people as I can. Production, because that same year I worked with a lot of R&B artists, production wise, writing. I worked with a lot of rappers, production wise. Like I was literally a fly on the wall for like I mean, I remember there was the session we had with Kuli Chan, and I was like, shit, you know. And I was like, in this room, it was Kuli Chana, Stino 20, Touch Live. I don't know if the song will ever come out, but I was a fly on the wall, and it kind of like made me see that, you know, bro, this thing, you have to love it. You have to do what you love. You have to put your authenticity into it. And that's literally how Fly from Ibiza became a thing. That's when I started, right after that, started having talks with Slicker, the Slick on Life team on some, yo, I'm dropping a project. We literally spoke about it the whole of last year. This year, as soon as this year started, that's the first call I got, like, nigga, your project. And I'm like, it's done. Because I went home, like, I hadn't went home in like a whole year. Went home, hit up some of my homeboys, did a few shows, made like, at least I think that I only made one song there on the project, which is crazy. I've never done that. I made one song, came back this side, and I'm like, okay, the project is done, and we did it. And it's really like, you know, the reception has been crazy.
No, it's been wonderful.
Bro, like, you know, it's been so genuine. And yeah, bro, it's literally helping me fly, for real.
No, I love it, I love it. So, you know, with the reception being wonderful, what can we expect and where can people find you?
Honestly, more videos. Like, I'm really big on videos, bro. Yo, I love, like I said before, I love presentation. I love when music is presented. And I think, you know, there's still more people that haven't heard the project that might bump into a video and be like, let me go stream that. So more videos. I'm planning to do a lot more videos from the project. People can find me on Instagram at Nino Fresko, on Twitter at Nino Fresko 23, and on TikTok at Nino Fresko 23. Yeah.
Oh, wait, bless my G. More blessings. Hope you take flight, you know. Hope for my dreams are everything. And before we leave, what's this jacket? What's this? Hey,
International level, bro.
come on.
When I say the drip is from overseas, I'm not lying.
What a band! Thank you for the time, the last one.
Hey,
I bless my G.
thank you, bro.